Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. It is a little bit of a slow day here, as we did not have any messages left until closer to 8 a.m. in the Rapid and Classical arena. For example, if I try to message all members, I can send up to 17 messages per week, but 0 until in 30 minutes. So we're going to start again tomorrow at a proper time. And in the meantime, of course, we're going to prepare for our lessons accordingly. We have the Paul Morphy birthday Swiss starting in 32 minutes. We can probably take off the 2450 so that anyone can join that one. Let's resume our arena. We have Ron Hay, ladies and gentlemen, playing Alakine Alexander. So we advertised only in the Rapid team today, which has remarkably fewer members, but perhaps we'll build that one up. Let's watch Hiroki versus Stefano for a moment while we wait. This one looks clearly in White's favor, but a quick check, and takes is going to create some problems. Oh, let's not get passive. We got to stay active, Stefano. The active rook is the rook that is going to accomplish the goal.
What the hell is Rogan-S problem?
Oh no! What's happening with Rogan? Is he streaming? Good morning, Arsenal fan Richie.
For no reason, he can just be a tosspot sometimes.
He is full tinfoil, if you ask me. Is full on tinfoil. This looks like it's going to be a draw. Stefano has managed to draw this. I believe that you can just toss that pawn for that rook for that pawn at any time and draw this game. Let's get back to the main arena. Oh, he's also irking me on the American politics side because he is taking the authoritarian approach.
Arsenal fan Richie said, I beat him in an interesting game. He had one moment where he was better. I blundered a tactic in time pressure, and he starts ranting about how I played terribly and my position is garbage, etc. I said my king was always safer, and he just starts insulting me.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Arsenal fan Richie said, they re-a-uni party as soon as people collectively understand that the faster we can push for real change.
I was very happy that Canada turned on their conservative taskmaster. Now, Ron's rapid rating is remarkably low. Knight c3. Even though Tani just demonstrated in the US Cadet an almost immortal game.
I agree, he must berserk a lot of games.
So let's see here. Can we play e5? No, it doesn't quite work out, unfortunately.
Arsenal Famrici said, I like NC3 because it is a really high quality waiting move really. Arsenal Famrici
Well, you are denying
also,
yourself the opportunity for several. I think Tani needs the rating. I believe he has at least one norm, but he definitely needs to get the rating. Like Carissa Yip has 2 norms now, and I believe that she's much faster, much more quickly on the track.
Dark Blade said, hello sensei.
So is knight g4 a good move here with the a6 and a4? Good morning, Dark Blade. How are you, buddy? Let's start with this one. Just had to get my bearings in these dragon-esque positions. We should do a dragon extravaganza.
Arsenal Famrici said, I can't remember for sure, but I know d5 was a move in some positions, so watch is that.
Yeah, d5 is rocking. Can I play it that way?
Arsenal Famrici said, Rocky it is theoretically refuted.
No, it's not theoretically refuted. Even Magnus Carlsen has played the dragon.
Dark Blade said,
Isn't that interesting?
doing great lately, grinding the gym a lot, finally somewhat happy with my life.
Isn't that interesting? I just need to make sure that I don't blunder as I usually do with Can I play d5? e5?
Arsenal Famrici.
I believe that we can actually get this moving.
512. I am glad to hear that that makes one of us got someone coming for house viewing today, so we can move away from narcissistic junkie neighbor. That would be nice.
Right? The gym is so good. It really is. It is so good for you. We have an extra pawn. If we get swindled in this one, then it will indeed be a very sad day.
Said. Ironically, Jim is the name of the neighbor.
Jim. I just lost the pawn back. Or did I?
Arsenal fan Richie said, "Are you using PT Dark Blade 512? Dark Blade said, Arsenal fan Richie, hope you find peace, man. I'd be flippin' out if I had annoying neighbors.
Can I go in that direction?
Arsenal fan Richie said, "This was a really high quality game by both of you, I think." Dark Blade said, Arsenal fan Richie, you mean personal trainer? No sir, just me, loud music and heavy weights.
Oh no! Did he really do that to me? What am I thinking? Why did I have my rook on a1 in the first place? I knew the moment I put my rook on a1 that I had to have my king off g7 before I did anything.
Arsenal fan Richie.
It didn't really matter because after rook
Nice,
protects
I should
bishop, rook
follow
takes
your
bishop,
lead.
bishop forks anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, Ron, hey. Playing well. Positivity in this stream. If you want negativity, you know where to go. Arsenal fan Richie will give you directions. Not that hard to find, honestly, but you do have to go to the land down under. You've got sunshine and the happiness with Hannah says. And then you've got the middle ground with, although I haven't seen him streaming in quite some time. What is the fellow's name again? Drawing a blank on his name. And then you have the dark clouds with New Zealand streamer Rogan. So what is the
12 raiders from Kingslayer Sloan.
There he
So
is.
now we're trapped in
Pegasus
Fisher's Mind battling his own
SWE
private army,
said,
and if we get killed,
"Sorry, it was a little trap."
we'll be lost in
Arsenal
limbo
fan
till our brains
Richie.
start to scramble.
Good
Said.
morning.
Ha ha, the irony.
The irony, yes. Mr. Positivity himself. No one better for your game. Do you feel for like some cutting edge chess? Ladies and gentlemen, Kingslayer Sloan. Keyword being Rogan. Oh man, that was a tough beating by Ron Hay for my first game of the day. That much is true. Let's make this board just a little bit bigger.
Dark Blade.
We're playing
Said.
F4 today.
Kingslayer Sloan, you still alive, nice. Arsenal fan Richie said, "Was a really good game, no need to sweat a silly blunder."
I once played bishop e2 and castles in this position and seriously impaired my playing ability. Let's keep up the pressure while we can.
Dark
Really?
Blade said, blunders are an illusion anyway.
Do I want to do this? Well, that's interesting. He's getting awful active. Awful active. Do we dare?
Arsenal fan Richie said, maybe could have tried NC5 winning A6 with fork.
Well, he didn't have it, actually. He didn't actually have it. Piece coordination. Is he going to be able to push it? We're just going to anchor. This is why we have a knight versus yeah. We are going to have to use what? Oh no.
Kingslayer Sloan said, use the Gegenspiel, John.
Use the Gegenspiel.
Arsenal fan Richie said, I feel like Dr. Vidmar is one of the most underrated of that era of Masters. His tournament results were consistent.
Do I not have the
top
ability to
half
save
among
my
a field
knight?
of
Is that the
Tartar,
story?
Capablanca, Alakine, etc.
Oh no, I did blunder. I most certainly did blunder.
Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
Dutch chess players. Thanks for following.
That was rough. That was very rough. And we took it 1 minute into the next arena. Namaste, Ron Hay. Stefano, beast mode. Doing well. Is our camera still a little adjusted? I need to lock it down. I have realized that it's not locked down at the moment. It can move at any time. We have one more event.
Arsenal fan Richie said, I am jealous.
You're jealous? Milan Vidmar was truly a dangerous player. All he needed was just a little bit of coaching, training, seriousness, whatever. What happened here? Oh, did Arsenal fan not get a game in?
Said, yeah, he is extremely underrated.
And among the world champions, I feel Max Oiva is underrated as well. Just because he happened to live in the time of Alekhine, when you compare him to those players, he doesn't really get as much credit on his own.
Said,
no words. Namaste, sir. By the way, for those coming from Kingslayer Sloan, I am FIDE trainer and National Master Sean MacArthur. How was your stream, Rogan? I don't know if Rogan was here for any length of time. I'm going to have to check. Use the Gegenspiel, that's what he said, yes. I tried my best to win it with just a knight. I was up a piece. Oh, he sacked a piece very entertainingly, yes, and I wasn't able to hold on. Nicely done. Nicely done, Alekhine. We need to switch over to the rapid time
Arsenal
control.
fan Richie
Paul
said,
Morphy.
yeah, given the esteem Alekhine is held in by players like Kasparov, Nakamura, Fischer, etc., it's pretty harsh to directly compare Uwe. Do you think he was the weakest of the WCS aside from Rustam and Ding though? Pegasus SWE said, wow, Stefano 8 get draw first game.
Let's change our stream title. And what other stream title can we change? Yes, this stream title. We should call Paul Morphy the pre-world champion. Not sure if Paul Morphy was deemed a grandmaster posthumously. He should have been.
Arsenal fan Richie said, should have been along with Staunton and Steinitz for sure, maybe Paulson.
I think all of the world champions, at least. Steinitz, I mean, being better than everyone else of your day should qualify you for becoming a grandmaster.
Pegasus SWE said,
Morphy is also
many
referenced
with
in the
an
1955 James Bond novel Moonraker. Is Paul Morphy a grandmaster? That is the question. How do we find this out? I'm looking in the notes. Further reading. I guess we have to actually search for the grandmaster title and find out which grandmasters were posthumously inducted. In 1950, official 1950 status awards. Really, FIDE did not award the Grandmaster title posthumously.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Capablanca, that's absurd.
Sultan Khan was awarded the Grandmaster title posthumously in 2024. Well, he was already named Grandmaster of Chess, by the way. Steinitz, Lasker, Capablanca, Alekhine, and Tarrasch. Marshall, I'm sorry, which one was missing from St. Petersburg 19? So it was Lasker, Capablanca, Alekhine, and St. Petersburg. In 1914, the 5 finalists were referred to by the Tsar of Russia as Grandmasters of Chess, so they were actually awarded the title Grandmaster.
No words said. Dutch chess players does an arena every day that he plays people in.
Because they were stronger than all of their peers of the day.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Rubinstein not given it, what a joke.
Well, we know why that is, unfortunately. We know why Rubinstein never received the Grandmaster title, and that's still a problem today.
Arsenal fan Richie said, defection.
No. It is because he was Jewish, silly. So in 1950, it was very, very much a part of the culture.
Arsenal fan Richie said, I am confused, that's not a problem anymore though, is it? Look at Josh Friedel.
Oh, no, but you can earn the title. They're just not going to give you the title. I agree that Rubinstein, in fact, in my studies, for example, if we look at the pre-world champions, all of the contenders for the world championship title are worthy. You've got Ivanchuk, obviously, Gligorich, all of the contenders for the World Chess Championship. Basically, Rubinstein was a World Championship contender, but he could never be granted a match based on his religious affiliation, unfortunately. As it turns out. It is very, very unfortunate. All right, we're playing F4 today in honor of Raven Stewart and also Henry Bird.
I assume the reason he never got given a match was because of struggling to play properly after the war.
Well, yeah, he definitely declined in strength. Do I dare to play G4? What? Okay. And we're on, like Donkey Kong.
I had a fascinating position against Raven a few weeks back where he played one F4 and I responded with one G5 and actually had a playable game.
Once we're castled, we can now start playing some chess. He will have no idea what hit him. Just have to watch out for the old heave-ho here. Maybe knight h4 is better.
Arsenal
Maybe we don't
Family
need to start playing chess until after.
Computer only gives it 08 apparently. No words said. Dutch chess players https lichess org swiss mglfemgo.
What in the world, sir? All right, I can't take it anymore. I have to go for it. I'm not really threatening what I'm threatening, though, by the way.
Playing a poor Morphy Swiss while not playing the Morphy.
Bum 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 bum. What happens on this check?
Arsenal Famrichi said. Great move.
What happens
Arsenal
on this
Famrichi
check?
said. Whoops.
Let's have fun. Let us have fun, 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 fun. We'll have fun. I feel like this has to be played, right? And then he has knight e7.
Arsenal Famrichi said. GM is the highest official title.
He does have knight e7 in this position. That's a bummer. I could have lost a piece on purpose here. Let's go with this one.
Said. It goes nanometer 2200 ELOCM 2205 ELOFM 2300 ELOIM 2400 ELO and GM 2500 ELO Dutch chess players.
We're gonna need a little help from our friends in this particular case. That much is true. Wow, we got it. We got a little help from our friends. I'm still in trouble here. I have to be losing this game massively with only 2 pawns and a violent attack on my king. He has queen to g3. That's unfortunate. Whoa.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Ariel is very good value for his rating. I have never had an easy position against him.
He is absolutely the most dangerous player. One could conceive of in many positions. Just trying to keep his knight on d7 tied down.
Arsenal fan Richie said, It is frankly disconcerting and makes me doubt how on earth I even got to 2,200 in the first place.
Where are you going, sir, and what does it all mean? Really? That helps. I believe that helps. So now, I'm getting a little bit fancy, I agree. Playing terribly. His king is getting closer, though, to exactly what I fear the most.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Going into that variation RF4 was the only decent move I could see, to be fair.
Taking advantage of a pin.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. This should not be happening, folks. This should not be happening.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Chess is an unfair game.
Oh, that was the reason why. Wow,
No
I just got
words.
completely
Set.
hammered.
Arsenal fan Richie, so is life. What's your point?
That was horrible. I'm so sorry. Being that no one has paused, I should get Magnus. Or Stefano, depending on how those numbers add up. I feel that the Budapest is the adequate response to, or the adequate
Arsenal fan Richie said. No words 123, just small words of comfort to Ariel, really just because chess sucks and life sucks, making it a perfect metaphorical pursuit to represent it. Doesn't he mean it? Doesn't he hurt?
I love this plan of rook a6 and then rook across. It has always appealed to me.
Arsenal fan Richie said. Mamadiyarov style.
Bum, 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 bum. So here, yes, that is the natural move, indeed.
No words said. Arsenal fan Richie, some small you know better than saying the W thing in front of me. Arsenal fan Richie said. I am sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
The W thing in front of me? Oh no, what happened? Chess is an unfair game, so is life. Do I want to play rook takes or do I want to play queen takes?
No words. Said. Arsenal fan Richie, it's a joke, you said, just small with comfort and in no so inclined to make a joke but failing.
I think we have to go this way. I unfortunately don't have much choice.
Arsenal fan Richie. Said. Oh, gotcha, I am still in Totes literal mode from Rogan earlier, sorry.
Yeah, Rogan will get you primed every now and then.
King Slayer Sloan. Said. Arsenal fan Richie, find a pond.
And now,
Arsenal fan Richie. Said. King
And
Slayer
now-
Sloan, how do you think I found your stream?
How do I think I have to play it this way.
King Slayer Sloan. Said. Arsenal fan Richie, nobody asked you to turn up.
I don't have a choice
No
but to give back
words.
the pawn, unfortunately.
Arsenal fan Richie by searching for worst stream on Twitch.
We're just gonna barnacle, folks. We're just gonna barnacle. Can I do the hat there? Da-da-dum. Does my bishop have a future at all? So what is his threat? I don't know what his threat is. Everything seems to be guarded by a hair, by a thread. So now don't have much of a choice, right? I'm so torn here on what I want to accomplish. But I need an active rook. I do need an active rook. Yes, 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 yes. He's threatening me. He's threatening me. He's winning my bishop, and I can't do anything about it but give up the exchange. Can I get this thing going? I don't think so. This is terrible. Should I have checked him earlier? Oh no. All right, I give up. Let's not hold up the round. Oh, there was another game going. Master Chesser. Nice name, sir. Master Chesser. Let's check out Master Chesser while I try to think about going for a cup of coffee. Oops. Master Chesser forgot about the back rank mate. No coffee this round. Well, maybe my Swiss Gambit will pay off, and I will get around Charles numero uno as he faces Stefano. So we can only win with F4, it seems like. Well, that's an interesting gambit. Got knight F5 and knight G3.
ILL challenge you for 10 the winner gets that you accept.
Uh-oh. I'm not at the bottom of my, Caitlin. The winner gets that, Caitlin. I'm always up for a challenge, Caitlin. And yes. Well, that changes a few things. Check, check, check. Oh no, I don't have another check.
Standing here without you, and I can see it's midnight. I cannot live without you. I'm terrified to see you, hiding in the darkness. Colder when it's
Caitlin
twilight.
said.
Now
Okay,
what?
then turn on your super chat, and how would you pay me if I win? Do you have PayPal?
Too close, too much, too far gone. I'm yours, you're mine. Too far gone. I'm bleeding. Too far gone. I see it. Too far gone. I'm screaming. Too far gone.
Just trying to get my knight to a better square. We have an outside passed h-pawn.
King Slayer Sloan said. Sounds like your Uncle Fishman and they're John.
Interesting. He's still after my exchange, eh?
Can you see me breathing? Standing here without you, and I can see it's midnight. I cannot live without you. I'm terrified to see you.
Going through some contortions.
Colder when it's twilight. And I've been
Who would have
feeling
known?
restless. Too close, too much, too far gone. I'm yours, you're mine.
Another weakness?
Too far gone.
Really? I almost hung my knight, thinking that his king went to d7. Bum, 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 bum. This was just such an ideal square for my knight. It's unfortunate that I gave it up. I gave it up. He does have a few tactics up his sleeve, it seems. Wow. First things first. I don't like that trick that he has, unfortunately. Yes, it seems to me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. What is the best possible square for this knight? For this rook? Looks like this one.
Arsenal fan Richie said, need to change it in your settings menu, Dutch chess players.
At Dutch chess players? So I originally wanted to play Rook H1 on this move. But I guess I have to go into the Rook endgame with a terrible king. An absolutely terrible king. Oh, that didn't work out well at all. Did not work out well. At all. Interesting. Oh no! Of course that was the reason why I didn't want to play King T2. Oh well, back to tournament. My god. I'm not really coordinating my pieces very well at all. I did not know how the knight moved. I have to get a tutorial from the Botez sisters. Where is the chat?
Arsenal fan Richie said, GG Master Chess Dojo told you G5 is interesting line.
Alright, so you have confirmed every move, and this is actually chosen by parents who set up accounts. Master Chesser, yes, confirm every move is set, and it's under your preferences, and under game behavior. And it's shortly down here. Confirm resignations and draw offers, yes. On many laptops and touchscreens, I would turn off the scroll to replay moves because it often throws you to the wrong one. So when you're using the touchpad, you will scroll to a position that is not your turn to move, which is why I usually only let students use the keyboard or a touchscreen. Where is confirm every move? Move confirmation. So it's basically disabled in certain time controls, but in general they have move confirmation. And it's a very annoying feature, which you can change mid-game, I believe. Can be disabled during a game with the board menu. So, as it turns out, let's go back for a moment. We'll go back. And if we're on this one, for example, there's a board menu over here. And you can find game behavior right here. Display game behavior. So display, you can actually set your settings for board highlights, what piece color you want, whether or not you want the board to show where the last move was. For example, this is green for us and yellow for him. And of course, Zen mode, which takes away all of the information like rating and all of that, which is pretty useful for some parents that they think their students or their kids are influenced by the number of points the opponent has, the rating, or the name of the opponent, if they think the name is going to be inappropriate. The other feature that I like most is setting the background. Basically choosing a background that you find appealing, whether or not it's dark or not dark. Oh no, I'm playing Ron Hay again. All right, Ron, one more time. We're going to go with this variation this time. As much as I love the move d5 against c3, black is slightly better in this position. Move my coffee cup to another coaster. Oh no! Not bishop c4. I think bishop c4 may lose a pawn. There's no guarantee, but I think it does lose a pawn. So now it's become a true gambit. This seems passive. What am I thinking? It's become a real... Moroxy, it's become a real... What do you call it? Smith-Morrow gambit. So I wanted to play f5 here. Takes, queen takes. Probably not worth it. We'll have to look at this variation a little further. I have a feeling that there's a good chance that I could have won a pawn out of this deal. Maybe knight to b4 instead. No, I had to play pawn takes. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Did I have queen a5 check, picking up the bishop after the second pawn took? Knight to c3. No, I didn't. Yes, he is trying to sneak up on my pawn while it's pinned. Can I do this? Looks like it. Double sacrifice. Boy, do I have a hard time getting my pieces out. Wow. Alice Lee, anyone? Alice Lee from the Cairns Cup last round. Rook and bishop for a queen. Not at all the same position, but very silly move on my part. A very, very silly move on my part. Where is the queen going? Where is it really headed? What is it going to do? I don't know, but it's true. I will find you. I will find you. It's true. I do. I am hopefully getting there. Oh no. All these moves and more. You can go ahead, Ron. I won't be offended. Castle and queen side. I should have lost the first game. Oh my god. Am I only 2089? That's amazing that I'm only 2089. I thought I'd be much lower.
Pegasus SWE said. Queen trap, but that was good, Iddy.
Yeah, I should have gone for knight d3 in that game. Even if you attacked my rook, right? Did you have a way to attack my rook with queen c6? Then bishop d7? Yeah, then I win the exchange, right? I should have gone with knight d3 right away, but I like the idea of getting faster development here. Ah yes, d3. Much easier. Much easier to say. Much easier. Did I have the move in this position? No. This is better. And is d3 any better? d5? Then we transpose back into the main lines, right? It's a really good, really good game for white, regardless of whether or not I play d3 or not.
420 on the time, 2 a.m. coming fast. Party favors in the stash. It's getting late, can you last? Head long down the back. The type of ass I wanna grab. If I come with you, what's the plan? Well, I got blunts in my bag. I got blunts in my bag. I got blunts in my bag. We can smoke it out the side. Then me and you could go be back. All these blunts in my bag. Higher, 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 get high. Higher, get higher, get higher, get high. Higher, get higher, get higher, get
Yeah.
high. Off the blunts in my bag.
So in this position, I think I just fought back, actually. Right around the time Ron blundered to a certain extent. I felt like it was a blunder, but I liked my position after the exchange. Didn't like this move. Just B takes A4, thank you very much. And this is where I should have just played, but I was concerned about queen to C6. But I guess I just tag, and I'm all good. I'm not as good as Owsley, obviously. But this does look like I've gotten a full 0.5 thanks to all of my efforts. And Stefano and Charles numero uno. Oh, Ron Hay and Charles numero uno. I'm going to use this opportunity for coffee. There was a new coffee emote I saw. We are off for coffee. I'll be back.
Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed. She got a way of making a block free. Cash bleed. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed. She got a way of making a block free. Cash bleed. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed. She got a way of making a block free. Cash bleed. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed.
All right, let's see where it is. Picking up some books from downstairs, including the Magnus Carlsen. All right. Supposed to be doing a non-random cleanse today. And my grandson apparently snuck in and nobody told me and handed me this, but he didn't really hand it to me.
Arsenal fan Richie said, I have the Carlson and Howell book, is it that one? Arsenal fan Richie.
No, I have the
said,
family photo
"This is
album
pretty
one
cool."
that this is number 1 in the cleanse. Crossing my fingers this tastes okay. It is the pressed juicery cleanse. This one is non-dairy almond milk. I should really save this and put it in my coffee throughout the day, my iced coffee.
Arsenal fan Richie said, me, myself, and Irene gift incoming.
Random pressed non-dairy
King
almond
Slayer
milk for the first part of the cleanse, I
New
guess, to
York
get me
really
started.
hitting hard job.
I figure since my wife spent all of this money on this cleanse, I might as well use it. So what is going on in this game? This looks like it was a scotch. Oh, it was a Berlin. And it was D4, Bishop E7 line. Got it.
Said,
At the moment, it's roughly 1900. But he's actually much stronger than that.
Arsenal fan Richie said, that sounds about right.
He is much stronger tactically in general.
Arsenal fan Richie said, yeah, they always a little bit behind.
I don't necessarily know if that was such a good idea. Charles got himself into trouble here versus Ron.
Arsenal fan Richie said, he could play Re1.
He could play Rook E1 if he doesn't like winning. Rook takes E1, Queen takes E1, Knight takes E1. This takes the pressure off of C7. But I might have played Knight to C4 even there. Because there's always the possibility of Knight takes A3 picking up this pawn as well. I think Ron is just trying to centralize his forces, but he's tied down to this pawn on A5, A4 until he gets rid of this Knight. It's not happening. Looks like he's winning a pawn out of the deal no matter what. So how do we take? Do we just go for it on C6? I didn't do my pre-tournament routine. I just sort of rush in. I promised myself that I would do a pre-tournament routine. Maybe just rook d1.
Arsenal family tree said, what is the routine?
Who knows? I haven't made one yet. That is the tricky part, right? My original plan was that I would just go into the bathroom, say a personal mantra of any sort, and wash my hands in a Pontius Pilate type manner. Knight takes, b takes, bishop takes. So we started the cleanse in theory at 9 a.m. The rook is no longer tied down to this
Arsenal
pawn.
fan Richie said, I've seen some neurologists suggesting telling yourself I love you in the mirror 10 times each morning. It's conducive to being
What's that?
happier apparently.
Yeah, it was on the bookshelf over here. He wasn't even close. So he did play c4, but that doesn't stop the idea of bishop to e4. Then we have to reinforce ourselves even more. It may not be so worthy to allow bishop to...
Arsenal fan Richie said, maybe after before f3 right. King Slayer Sloan said, a cleanse goodness. King Slayer Sloan said, we are to steak John.
I will be eating a steak tomorrow. I think white's better in this endgame, despite the atrocities in the pawn structure. e4 or c4?
Arsenal fan Richie said,
c4.
I don't get why not rxd4.
I think e4 was better because black has f5 trying to remove the defender as well. Yeah, I don't understand why not rook takes d4 earlier either. I believe that someone in the family started a problematic "we are having difficulty in endgame" discussion. And by saying that we're having a problem in the endgame so that we need to work on the endgames, it automatically becomes an issue. Rook to d6, somewhat forced. If you really want to have issues with your game, the easiest way is to say, I am not so good at endgames, and it will be true. Black's king is more active than white's.
Arsenal fan Richie said, perception is reality.
Indeed. Charles is having a difficult time only because he is fearful of the king and pawn endgame that he's about to reach. But in reality, king f2, king d3, king e2, king d3.
Arsenal fan Richie said,
When black has to play, king takes d6, king takes c6, king c5, and the white king reaches d3. This is no different, really. Uh-oh. We needed to play king e2 to be able to play king d3. But maybe, just maybe, this can be locked
Arsenal
in.
fan Richard said.
I'm not sure about
He missed
e4.
KC5 dead lost now.
Possibly, but there's always counterplay with king takes a4. King c5, yeah, e4 was a little careless. Black has a couple of tempi on that side, and we're wasting our tempi. There was no reason not to play what we were going to play, which was g4. h4, h5, and now we're out of tempi. And they're creating an outside pass pawn with g5 at any time. But we're creating an interior pass pawn. King to c3. Herein lies the tale. The problem is that if we try to lock him in with king to c1, they are queening with check. I have not heard from Chopin at all. I really feel for him. All he has to do is run wide out of moves. Release the Kraken. No, stalemate him. You can stalemate him and then checkmate him.
Said. Does he struggle
I
with
guess he's
mental
going to the
health
easier
issues
way.
as well?
I don't know. I think he was just young for the most part. It's easy enough to say that someone might have mental health issues when they're a musician. Not sure why Charles is playing on here. Stefano versus AK-47. 888 rounds. This name bothers me. So white needs to play king. He's got his rook in a terrible spot. White has all the waiting moves in the world walking toward the rook, right? Pawn on e2, g2 cannot be taken.
Arsenal fan Richard said. Might be a reference to the famous 5 notes that circulated a few years back where there was AC-47 print code.
So basically, in my opinion, we have the opportunity to play rook a once we guard the pawn on d2, or we get the rook to stay behind the pawn on a7.
Said.
AC-47 burr.
We don't have rook h1 check, h2, and then rook over to the second, rook over to h1 with the skewer. 8 equals b. Aha. You let him out. That's crazy. Just gotta walk toward the rook. And we always have the rook a8 check. King takes a7. And the pawn is gonna queen. King h6. No. King a3, sorry. King a3. You can always bring your king back if you'd like. This rook is on the wrong square. I feel like he has a shot at rook a8. King takes e7, h2, and there's no stopping rook h1. Or rook h8. Rook to the h file.
Arsenal fan Richie said, yeah, R8 seemed winning.
There's no stopping the pawn from queening with the skewer in mind. It's still winning, right? AK-47 has not yet figured it out
Arsenal
from India.
fan Richie said, did RB8 hold?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. I still feel it's winning even if we allow king takes e7.
Arsenal fan Richie said, IE RB8 RB7 RA8 A7 KF7 maybe.
Is there a 50 move rule option here? I wish we could actually expand the position just enough. So you can bring up an analysis board by watching. King e5. No. No, you wanted to go. And he still has it, by the way. I still feel like he has it. Now the rook gets behind the pawn again, and it becomes a little bit more problematic because he's losing an extra tempo having to play rook to a6 after the pawn goes forward after the check. So it's just winning. So rook a8, basically. King moves. King takes pawn. a7, rook a6. And rook to h8. Thank you very much. Will he spot it?
Ali Haidar Erelu said, hi
Ali
John,
Haidar, how are you? Good morning. He's going to have to force the capture of the pawn before the 50 move rule is up. That much is true. This is a quote by one more check. King d7. And now we still need to play this move. A7 is winning, right? Because of the precarious nature of the king. But maybe not. Maybe now the king can get off of the 7th rank because we don't lose the tempo putting our rook on the h-file. So now the king moves to a7 and then extracts himself. With a bridge. Rook g6 is actually quite a cute way to win this. So how is your son, Ali Haidar? Ali? Or is this the son using the father's account? That's a good question. Hopefully he's playing in this event. Ali is in Turkey, I believe. So now with king to c7, we need to play check and rook to b7. But it's very tricky because the king has gotten himself so close.
Ali
Rook at
Haydar
A1, rook A, rook B2.
Hi is fine, thanks.
He is one of the originals in the early morning dojo. Probably getting out of school at the time of our previous early morning arenas. This doesn't make sense. I'm not sure what you think you're going to prove here.
Arsenal fan Richie said, maybe RB5 is enough.
Right? Maybe rook b5, check, and then... there's still rook takes a6 check on king d6, king b6. But on king d6, rook to b5 to form the bridge, then king c6.
Ali Haydar Erelu said, school is over, he is on holiday. Harandonal said,
Is anyone going to form a bridge here? This is definitely a lack of instruction. Rook to c8. Rook to c1. He's going to
Arsenal
accidentally
fan
discover it, I
Richie
think.
said, this transposes into RB5.
Yeah, he should be
Arsenal
able to
fan
get
Richie
there from here.
said, now if SA win. Arsenal fan Richie said,
What in the world?
IE KB7 RB1 car 8 etc.
And rook takes a6. Stefano does not want the draw. He's going to avoid the draw with rook takes a6.
Arsenal fan Richie said, lol.
Oh, he managed to get it this way. Wow. What a way to not win it. That was very tragic. We have 2 more rounds to go, and it's 9:33 in New York City.
Arsenal fan Richie said, that LL feel better than a win to him.
He hung in there. That much is true. All right. F4 is last day. My last day with F4. Oh no, Master Chesser.
Arsenal fan Richie said, G5 best by test.
Exactly. I did lose to G5, didn't I? Wait, who played G5 against me? Was it Ariel Zamora?
Said,
No.
Against
Oh,
the
so it
very
is best by
handsome
test.
player I heard.
Oh, that was earlier this morning in the Blitz, right? Fine. We will take over the center whether we like it or not.
Pegasus SWE said, "Thanks for today, Stacks. Has to go to camera and dance a little tonight. Have a nice evening."
Ah, the dancing Ron. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, Ron.
Arsenal
Namaste.
Family said, "Take care, Ron."
Bishop D2, knight E3. Nah, let's just play normal chess here. Peace play being the order of the day for our opponent.
Pegasus SWE said,
Looks
"Arsenal
like this
Family
might win a piece. It's F5. Nah. I was wondering if it was possible to win the queen in this position. It's good that that bishop is unprotected against any discoveries. Queen takes, queen G6. Queen takes, H6, F5. And then we move our knight. We gotta look at all the resources. Okay, so he's getting that pawn? Or is he? Do I really want him to have that pawn? I don't really want him to have that pawn. All right, it has officially turned into a queen trap. Even if he sacks the knight. Don't bring your queen out too early, folks. So queen to G6 was the real question.
Arsenal Family said, "Premature queen trapulation."
Can I play this way? Queen to D3 might have been better. Yes. But we're keeping H2 protected. I think everyone knows what I'm up to. I think everyone knows what I'm up to. Knight h4 could have been a better move. Better late than never.
Arsenal fan Richard said, John might calculated all over the board.
Can we trap 3 pieces? King to d8, c4. All right, he got me with the pre-move. That much is true. He definitely got me with the pre-move. And we extract ourselves. Yes. Well, that's a bummer.
Arsenal fan Richard said, was supposed to have house viewing today, cleaned up all yesterday, waited all day today, and then they cancelled last minute on us. Arsenal fan Richard said, I really feel like I need some reasons to have faith in people at the moment, but I keep being let down.
Is my knight really? Only pre-move. Recaptures.
Arsenal fan Richard said, police didn't follow up investigation after death threats because neighbors flat out lied about it and deleted camera footage.
Check, check, check. Did I have rook takes d7 checkmate in there as well? I'm so sorry, everybody.
Arsenal fan Richie said. You had NXD7T, there was no mate after RxD7, I think.
There was no mate after rook takes d7. I felt like there was. I didn't give it enough thought, obviously. And I have to admit that he caught me nicely unawares in this position. With knight ace a5. That was a good move. Win back the exchange of sorts.
Said. Maybe I missed something, then I was looking at the tact.
Well, let's take a quick look. Oh, you were looking at that one? I really didn't play this very well at all. So here, bishop here. It was mate. Yes, it was mate.
Arsenal fan Richie said.
I was right.
Here.
My eyes were good. I missed rook takes d7 mate.
Arsenal fan Richie said. Yeah.
I pre-moved this move practically. You're right, I don't have I wasn't really looking at it in that position. I just realized that when my knight was here and his king was on d8, I didn't need knight to c6. So sad, right? All right.
Arsenal fan Richie said. Pretty mate as well.
Good morning, RM. I am just finishing up. I will share my screen. I am just finishing up a rather tragic and terrible event, I tell you. I am playing so poorly. RM? Yeah, it's actually quite terrible. Oh man. Do I have one more game? Let's see here, 6-7. You should already be in this tournament. Every weekend, you should be in this tournament, RM. There was a fellow who was fairly lower rated. He was 400 when we started the tournament. I don't think he's 400 anymore. Or was that in the earlier tournament? That was probably in the earlier tournament. But in general, you would not be low rated for very long when you play in these events. You will bring yourself and your game up with it. So yes, I have a lesson starting as of a few minutes ago, and normally our tournament is finished by now. How you doing, sir? Maybe I can exit stage left. Let's see what's going on. The Uzbekistan Cup. I can't tell what's going on. But if I win one more game, amazingly enough, all right, I can't give up on this tournament just yet. RM. Got RM in the background, awaiting a lesson.
If you win another game, then you'll be in third or second place.
I could be in third or second place, but I have a feeling that I have to play Charles. I have not deserved to play Charles this morning at all. I castled queenside right after the start of the tournament. 0-0-0. Could always be worse. You could castle queenside at the end of the tournament like Humpy Konaru. What happened to Humpy in the last round of the... I wonder. I should share my screen with audio. Oh well. We're waiting for Ariel Zamora. You can tell my computer is very slow. Versus Charles numero uno. Aha. RM knows Charles. So Ariel Zamora is a pizza. And it looks like all of his stuff is falling. I think this capture is a no-brainer. It's looking kind of tough to get that pawn move. King d5. Now rook c3 to try to trap the rook. I would probably play rook c3 to try to trap the rook. Uh-oh. There's a little bit of a pawn promotion exercise happening here. And now, no, it was made in a couple. He had played knight check, king in front, rook check, king f7, and then rook hook made. Now life becomes a smidgen more problematic. But this is a standard move. What? Ariel Zamora does not want to win this game. Check. Or was there a better check? It looks like too bad he couldn't have gotten a pawn mate out of the deal. He could have threatened a pawn mate. He just had to play knight h7 first. No, maybe it wasn't a pawn mate. Their check. Yeah, I guess that's the fastest mate. Alright, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. The last game of the event. I'm not hearing you so clearly there, RM. 1 second. We're going to give it the classical variation again. This is the variation I believe in the most. It has stood the test of time as one of the most Do I have to worry about that? Knight to b5. Let's just play some normal chess here. We also had knight to g4. So is it not mate this time? I don't believe that it's going to be mate this time. Let's just pretend as though he's not threatening me. We're just going to finish our development. That's all. We're just going to finish our development.
Why don't you take the queen?
Well, I mean, it is a gambit of a pawn on d6.
Huh?
But there's no reason to gambit things unless really necessary. No reason to gambit anything unless really, really necessary. What in the world is going on now? I feel that bishop is misplaced. Now we have to worry about it just a little bit. Yeah, I blundered.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Dutch chess players, we all start out low rated, you re in the right place to improve.
I'm just losing. That's all there is to it.
I wish if you won, you could have gotten like second place.
If I won what?
If you won this round, you could have gotten in second place.
Well, everything is possible.
Arsenal fan Richie said, wow, Charles is younger than I thought.
Indeed he is. He is extremely young. I was expecting bishop to g5 to really hammer it home. I really can't afford anything here. I'm not sure why he doesn't make me resign. It's really annoying. Allowing counterplay is really the problem. So here, check there, check everywhere, check, check. Can I survive this?
Arsenal Famrici said. Do I play like that?
I can't think about it right now. All right, let's just assume the worst. Why don't we? Allowing counterplay is the number one sin. Honestly, it is truly one of the number one sins of a chess player. Allowing counterplay is like the worst thing that you can do.
You can remove.
And I'm not surviving this at all, am I?
Arsenal Famrici said. It's a tricky balance to address between going for the jugular and trying to finish the opponent off quickly and missing some activity and then slowly converting.
If Charles doesn't see this move, I'm gonna scream. And I'm not sure why it's taking him so long to see it. I really don't understand what's going on here. It is over and it's... I don't understand why he didn't just play rook takes pawn check. My God, Charles. Rook on d takes, rook takes queen check. King has to move back. I'm getting mated.
QC5, I missed that.
I don't understand. No, this is standard. Standard. It is so standard. It is ridiculous that he doesn't see these obvious things for his age. It's so bad. And now he has another crusher move. He missed it again. He missed another crusher move. He could just win my queen with rook to e7. I think it's over more. Oh, no, he didn't have rook e7. But let's see how bad it gets. It is all so bad. It is all so bad. I can't imagine what he is thinking. He's got queen to b7, winning my queen. Maybe it's not so bad, but this move is annoying. It is really, really bad. I don't know what to do with him. He's got queen to d5 check, and that's the move that I'm dealing with.
Maybe king to c8.
Queen to d5 check. No, I can't allow the skewer back here either. I'm just getting, and then this, and then he has rook check, this check.
Bishop protected by a queen, so.
No,
Oh, but
it
then
won't be protected after a moment.
But then he's still gonna be on the queen.
I'm just gonna try to live through this annoying mess that I have created. It is so bad. I can't even escape after rook e5.
Why
I cannot
is he not
escape.
queen? Well, like I did.
Arsenal fan Richie said, Re5 there might have been KC7.
Finally, it's checkmate. Rook e5, there might have been king c7. Yeah, that's what I was going to try. But no, he found the queen b7 move that I feared the most. Oh, well. I didn't really deserve to get there. Who has to beat Stefano for Charles to... Oh, no. It is... Master Chesser is going to play... Robbie, you can take Master Chesser. There's no doubt about it. Although he does have a queen in this position. Is there a perpetual check? I don't
Gabriel
know
Correa
about it.
said, Morning.
I think just h4, and this creates enough counterplay that he might be able to survive. Good morning, Gabriel. How are you, buddy?
I think maybe Master Chesser.
This may well be the worst Paul Morphy arena that I have ever seen. It is true.
Gabriel Correa said,
I wonder if I've
In
ever
here to
won.
more one
Why are you
class
doing
chess
this, and
in
why are you bringing in
English.
more attackers? Now we don't have as much as we did before. We could have played. Was it really not enough to play h4 here? Bishop to d5. Queen check, and queen takes rook, and then it's 3 pawns for the piece, even if he gets a queen.
Gabriel Correa said, well, what's up?
Unfortunately, I'm about to end as I have a student in the background awaiting a lesson. There might have been more here with h4 check, but I don't expect a lot of Master Chesser. I do not. We need to give that check. We need to prepare to pick off his rook on b1 if he can get it there. Who knows what. And now queen 2. Remember, it's 3 pawns for a piece if he picks off the rook and allows the queen. In fact, he is getting close to taking this bishop. So if this check happens, bishop to f3, g4 wins a piece. So he has this check, and he might be able to pick off the bishop. Oh, he's getting it. He's definitely getting it. It looks good. It has... He's picking off more than we thought. He basically gets to take this bishop. The pawn gets a queen, then he plays
Arsenal
queen to
family.
e2, queen takes.
It also picks up the rook, I think.
Yeah. His, black is actually winning now with, bishop f3, g4. Yeah? Oh no, he did not see it. He wants more. All he has to do is take the bishop. Oh no, oh no, oh no. 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 Now he doesn't have the perpetual check. Perpetual check because the square is taken. It's awkward as heck. But maybe not. Maybe he can get it picked. Yep, very good. So he picks up that rook.
Arsenal Fanrichi said.
Alright.
He has King G4 winning D1.
Yep, he did have queen g4 winning d1. You just have to batten down the hatches just a little bit here, and it seems that he has a journey ahead of him. What time do I take this? 2 hours after the first one.
Arsenal Fanrichi.
I took the other one at
said,
9, so this one
I
will be an
know
hour after you.
1300s are good with their queen, but saving this
Thank you,
position
Boo-Boo.
is a little sus to me.
He can get mated. With king h3, he gets mated. It is mate. Wow, what a recovery. Check and checkmate for Stefano. That was very awkward. Yeah, it's checkmate now.
Gabriel Corin
King G,
said,
h3,
"Im
king.
understand a 50-50 you be saying.
What a long game he should have taken with the f3. Takes, takes, and takes. Would it have been any different? He just didn't need to come out over there. It was just a draw at worst if he just kept his king sheltered. Why do we have the pomp and circumstance in that window and not in this window? That's strange. It is interesting. Wow, one of my worst days ever. I only won 2 games in a 7-round Swiss. That is quite crazy. Dutch chess players, yes, it is true. But we are trying to get to... Oh no, I hope she's not taking lessons from Alexandra. Let's do this raid real quick. I'm gonna do a quick raid. 2. Why is Alexandra Samaganova not streaming? Isn't Alexandra... Oh, because she is doing the Dina Belankaya stream. Oh, fine. Let's do it. I do know Dina Belankaya personally, so it makes sense that I... What did you do wrong? You got ambitious with your king if you were master chesser. Yeah, you probably couldn't come out to you couldn't go to g4. You had to go back to g6. G4 led to a mating net. Master Chester was just asking RM about what he did wrong in his game. He did everything really well. He could have improved on the winning of the rook a little better instead of queen f4, allowing queen, making it queen d4. So g4, queen takes bishop was just as good. Queen takes bishop with the king on h2, and then queen e2 check, queen d1 check. But it might have been the same thing, Master Chester. Let's roll the ending credits for those new follows to the stream. And thank you for the raid, Kingslayer Slowed. On the way out the door.